Clutter is inevitable. I've been simplifying and decluttering my life for years, and my home is still not 100% clutter-free. Being a minimalist definitely has helped me have less clutter in my home, but that doesn't mean that it's always tidy and perfect and clutter-free. If you've been feeling like your home is really cluttered lately, then keep on watching because I'm going to share with you my top tidy habits for a clutter-free home, but not 100% clutter-free because I don't think that's possible. If you're new here, welcome. I make videos every single week about simple living, decluttering, and minimalism. So if that sounds interesting to you, hit that red subscribe button down below and join this community. Keep your counters clear. So this is my dresser, and as you can see, stuff is all over the dresser, on the counter, and things need to be put away. Whether it's your kitchen counter, your dresser, your dining room table, your vanity, whatever surface it is, try to keep all your surfaces and counters clear. Put things back where they belong right away, and if they don't have a home, create or find a home. But as you can see behind me, we're not perfect, so sometimes we leave stuff on counters because it's easy and convenient, or we're lazy, or we'll get to it later, but you want to do your best to put your stuff away so that you can have a nice clear surface, and that will also eliminate all the visual clutter. So let's go ahead and put that stuff away. This literally took 5 seconds to do. It really does not take that long to put stuff away, but we always just somehow end up leaving things all over the place. And what they say is true, clutter attracts clutter, and that's why there were piles of things on the dresser. And this is open, so let's close that. My next tip is to use baskets and trays whenever possible. So this is my nightstand right next to my bed, and this is a little basket that I thrifted from Goodwill a while ago, and I decided to put it here because without the basket I found that all the stuff was falling over and was all over the table, and it didn't look very nice. So I ended up getting this basket, which makes it look a lot better in my opinion, where I keep all my essentials that I access and reach for every day. So I have some sunscreen, some lotion, this is some aromatherapy spray, I have a bunch of hair ties because I always wear hair ties and sometimes I just can't find them, but after placing them here in this basket after I use them, it makes it so much easier to find and I know where they all are. I also have a pen in here because I like to journal at night. This actually needs to go somewhere else. I have some chapstick, and I also have this essential oil roll-on. So that's basically what I keep in my basket, and again, just looks way better sitting in there than just all spread out on this table, and that's what I keep on my nightstand. You can also use baskets or trays anywhere else in your home. For example, the kitchen would be a great spot to add one because the kitchen is notorious for attracting lots of clutter. So if you place a tray or basket in your kitchen that collects everything that necessarily doesn't have a home yet, or you don't feel like putting away right away, then that's going to come in handy. I actually just saw a video by Erica Lucas who named it the Grace Tray, which I thought was a wonderful name for it. So try that if you don't already have something to contain all the things that you bring into your home. That way it's all in one spot, and then whenever you feel like it, you can go around your home and then put all the stuff away where it belongs. Do the task that takes 2 minutes or less. So that's as simple as putting your shoes away when you come home, putting your bag or wallet back to where it belongs. One thing that I've been doing lately is just leaving my book everywhere. Whenever I'm done reading, I don't put it away. I'll just leave it on my bed, on the living room table, basically anywhere that I'm reading, I'll just leave it there. But one thing that has helped me just stay clutter-free is using short form, because I'm not laying my physical book anywhere in my home anymore. You guys know how much I love to read, and sometimes I feel like there's not enough time to read all the books. But with short form, it makes it easy for me to read more books in a short amount of time with their one-page summary format. Right now, I am rereading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, and I love this book. It's one of my favorites, and what I love about short form is that you can find this book as well as hundreds of other nonfiction books on their site where you can get one-page summary of the book. So I don't have to waste time rereading this when I can get all the main points on short form, and I also get new insights and analysis of the book on short form. Short form is a great way to learn all the ideas from books that you've always wanted to read, or if you're like me that likes to go back and reread books, you can just get the main points from there. Although short form is not sponsoring this video, I do have a link where you will get 5 days of unlimited access and an additional 20% discounted annual subscription, which will save you around $130 if you use the link shortform.com/Mariela. Fold your laundry when it's done. Laundry is one of those chores that I think a lot of people hate, including myself, and I think the worst part about doing laundry is the folding part and putting away part. Other than that, it's not that bad, but I just always used to leave my laundry unfolded, and sometimes I would forget about it and it would just sit in the dryer for days. So now what I do is I try to fold my clothes. That way it's not just laying all over the bed or my drying rack or just sitting in the dryer. So this habit is definitely for me right now because I'm not gonna lie, these clothes have been sitting out here for a couple days now, and yeah, it's definitely time to hang and fold some of these because it is really adding to the clutter in this room. Comment down below and let me know if you can relate, because like I said, I feel like a lot of us just hate doing laundry. It's not a fun activity to do, so let me know below in the comments if you can relate. Clean your dishes after every meal. The last thing anyone wants to do is clean up after dinner and putting dishes away, but when you do this, future you will thank you because your home is going to look so much better, clutter-free and tidy, and it's going to do wonders for your mental health. It's always the littlest things that you can do, the tiniest habits that you can implement so that you have a tidy and clutter-free home. Because a sink full of dishes, it's not very pretty, and I know a lot of us look at it and want to turn the other way and completely avoid it, but that's the last thing you want to do. Try to get your dishes done. Even if you don't feel like hand washing them, stick them in the dishwasher if you have one, and at least it's something because you don't want to get it to pile up all the time. Even if you don't feel like washing the dishes by hand, you can just grab a few things and put them in the dishwasher, because that's what I do sometimes. At the end of the day, I'm too tired to hand wash some of the dishes that need to be hand washed, and instead I will grab the main plates and dishes that can go into the dishwasher and at least get those out of the way. Also, spend 10 minutes tidying up before bed. Whether it's the living room, the bathroom, your office, the kitchen, spend a few minutes every single night tidying up, putting things back to where they belong, so that way the next morning you are not walking into a mess. If you don't have 10 minutes, then do 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes, then do something. Do at least one thing right before you go to bed to make your place more tidy. Get your family on board. If you are a person who lives with their spouse, their partner, their parents, or anybody else, then you want to try to get them on board to help you keep the home tidy. If you're both living in a space, I feel like both of you should be responsible to tidy up the place and maintain it. So maybe give assignments to some people in your family or whoever you live with, and just have them help you out with certain tasks so that your home is clutter-free and tidy. Is it going to be perfect all the time? Definitely not. Even with all the help, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but it's always nice to get help from someone, especially if you don't live alone, because you're going to be sharing that responsibility and the task with another person and maintaining a tidy home as best as you can. Empty recycling and bins regularly. This can add up pretty fast as well if you don't take out the recycling, any cans, bottles, old papers, or anything like that. If you don't take care of those, that can also pile up pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you're on top of it and recycle and get everything out of the house regularly. So those are the main daily habits that have helped me keep my home tidy. So I hope that they work for you as well. But I do want to note that it is a lot easier when you own less in the first place, because it's easier to maintain a home tidy. If you enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.